I have a wild idea. I want to pile 1 million fabricated bones made by artists, activists, and school students on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The idea is called 1 Million Bones, and it's my personal response to genocides that are happening today. 1 Million Bones is a fundraising art installation recognizing the millions of victims who have been killed or displaced by ongoing genocides. The mission is to increase global awareness of these atrocities while raising the critical funds that are needed to protect and aid displaced and vulnerable victims. The idea is to get 1 million people to each create one bone representing one victim. Installed together, these million bones will flood the National Mall in Washington, D.C. like a mass grave, unearthing the memory of the millions of genocide victims who have suffered under our watch. Each bone will be sponsored for $5, generating $5 million to be donated to our partner organizations working to protect and aid displaced and vulnerable victims. As a visual artist, I tend to understand things better in a visual context. And so the idea of recreating a mass grave struck me as a way to express the gravity of this issue to a multitude of people. I knew that viewing a mass grave would have a profound impact on me, that my grief would move me to take action. But most of us will never view a mass grave. And most of us will never understand what a pile of human bones looks or sounds or feels like. And even though that installation would not be an actual grave, it would represent those graves that are being filled today on our watch, even now as we're sitting here. In 1994, during the Rwandan genocide, National Security Advisor Anthony Lake stated that if the United States government was to support effective action to stop the genocide, then the American public must make it clear that's what they want. He encouraged human rights advocates to make more noise and thereby direct the US government's response to the crisis. Well, I want us to make noise today. In Sudan, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in Burma, in places around the world, people are being denied their right to exist. Governments are murdering their people, and our governments are responsible by international law to intervene. But we as their citizens must tangibly pressure them to do so. By installing 1 million bones on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., I am demanding that the people, the journalists, and the politicians, that they pay attention. And I do believe that 1 million people standing and acting and speaking in one place at one time against one issue will create a noise impossible to ignore. And I know this idea is wild. I am this little crazy woman with this big crazy bone idea, but I believe in it. And I believe in the power of finding our voices. But in order for that to happen, I need your support. I need all of you to get involved. I need you to get 10 people you know involved. I need you to ask them to get 10 more to start making noise. Thank you.